so loud in here. I'll have a game here. My name is Steelhawks, and I do a morning show on 95.3 Fresh Radio. It's nice to see some of my co-workers and friends here. And I'm happy to be here to do the Chuck Mountain Arena. Hands up, those of you who have put on skates or a pair of running shoes and been in this arena at some point in your life. Yeah, I know. I've been in the penalty box there a lot. I'll never forget when I was playing for the Hamilton Bulldogs. I took the hardest shot when I was a goalie, the hardest shot I ever felt. And I'm not going to tell you where it came from a gentleman named Cole Jameson, who played for Six Nations. And they were our arch rivals with the Hamilton Bengals. And he lined up just right up here and fired an underhand shot with an Indian rubber ball. And I laid out there, and my mom and dad were so upset, and they were sitting up here, and they come running down to make sure their son. It's pretty almost embarrassing to have your mother kind of make sure that you're okay in that area. And it happened right on that floor right there. We also won a championship in the St. Mary's Crusaders hockey team. And I was a goalie because I was the biggest guy who did it right in there. So it's always nice to be here. And today we're going to make a little bit more history. And we're going to get underway with all these great announcements that you're going to hear and meet some of the principal, our owners and some of the important players in all this. First up, please welcome Brent Lads, and Brent is the Allen Cup Hockey League Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Jared. I'm continuing the line of very tall commissioners. I want to begin by first of all introducing some things to two people. And one of them is our longtime Peter Bobcat. At the back over there, sorry. And Tom Spell, our OJ director. Rick Richardson, the senior council chair for Ontario Hockey Federation. And Scott Hardy, the CEO of the Ontario Hockey Association. That represents the bureaucracy of this league. And they all do a great job of trying to keep it together and develop and grow it. First and foremost, I want to thank Jason Daleo for all the time and effort and commitment that he's put into developing this team to date. And it's a bit of a milestone getting back into Hamilton. There's an entrenched, rich history of senior hockey here in Hamilton going way back. I think former Allen Cup team in the summer around 1919 with the Hamilton Tigers. So I don't know that we'll recreate that overnight, but we're going to make the effort. The city of Hamilton
exciting announcement for the OHA. The OHA, as Brent mentioned, was formed in 1890, so approximately 5 months from now we'll be celebrating our 125th anniversary as an organization. The first organized hockey group, we believe, in the world. We don't think there's anybody over and above that. And certainly the city of Hamilton and this arena itself has played a big role in that history over the years, over the decades. And, you know, thanks to a lot of work from a lot of dedicated people, you know, we were able to bring a senior hockey team back into this arena, into Hamilton. Jason did a lot of hard work at it, but we're right there behind it to support it. And we think that having senior hockey, we're seeing some growth in the program. And we think that you know, this program will help us to elevate the exposure and the excitement that senior hockey brings, not only within this area, but also across Ontario and even across Canada. We play an important role. Across Canada as far as what we bring to senior hockey, and there's a lot of leaders in here that help to make that happen, and we want to see this continue to grow. And we think that this edition, and also the edition, as Brent mentioned, of Thorough, will help to continue that moving forward. So we're really excited about this announcement going into our 125th year, and we wish Jason and the volunteers and his executive all the best moving forward. Congratulations.
Please welcome up Don Robertson. Don, many of you know Don, the owner and GM of the Douglas Real Boys. You can clap for that.
Thanks, Gary. I'm very proud of Jason for taking this challenge on. These are the kind of arenas that senior hockey should be playing. It's a bowl setting, it should be exciting. It's one of the many arenas in Southern Ontario I've ever refereed in Mountain here. So it's always special to get back down on the ice surface again and maybe get out of here without being called an asshole. That'll be the first time. But Jason's background encouraged him to get involved. He's been a supporter of the Douglas Real Boys for a number of years. And he and Jordan Rowe do a wonderful job here. Jason's background in marketing and ticket sales with the Hamilton Bulldogs will go very well for the future of this franchise. The Douglas Real Boys were gracious enough to waive the $1 million infringement of territorial rights. I'm sure that'll go back on our rules and something down the road. And it's, as a league itself, Brent talked about senior hockey starting in 1890. What he didn't mention is he talked about surrounding Island playing the Cup in 1908. What he didn't mention was that this level of hockey, which is the oldest national hockey championship in the world, we used to compete for the Stanley Cup. So that series will start tomorrow night. This is where it all got started in senior hockey. So we're grateful. There's a guy here that's very familiar with running a hockey team in this building. Peter Hamilton ran from last. Remember, serves me correctly, had 57 straight sellouts in this building with the Steelhawks. Not trying to set the bar too high, Jason. And just when I walked by, I noticed a real avoid player here. I want to take 1 second before I finish and present Jason Ward with his album offering one and one 2014. You remember where we're getting.
Match it up on another one.
Yeah. They say we're the boys that do. Anyway, we're very happy to have that, and the league is very close to us. It's always nice to have somebody in you can beat. So, Jason Daleo.
Okay, so you hear the name Jason. Let's please welcome Jason Daleo, the co-owner and GM of the Hamilton Bulldogs.
I guess that's what I get for inviting Don to speak to not steal the show as he always does. I don't know how I can top that. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. It is an exciting day for myself and for George Rowe. When we understood that there was an opportunity to put a senior team here in Mountain Arena, we didn't hesitate to get out and speak to Brent and both of you for walking us through the process and helping us get through that, as well as the good people in the city of Hamilton, and Brian here, who helped make all this happen. And so, as my experience in hockey with the Hamilton Bulldogs and growing up playing hockey and working with the NHL, is my background is in ticket sales, marketing, and I need a lot of good people to help on the hockey operations side, which I've been lucky and blessed to have. Found those people that I will introduce to shortly. But really, when we started this journey here, George and I were kicking around a few different names for the organization. And what we really wanted to do was relate to Hamilton, the city of Hamilton, playing in this great arena. And I was very fortunate to be able to speak with Peter Mann and Jack Robillard about my idea to name the team, and they gave us the blessing to move forward and rebuild the brand with a slightly little twist. I'd like to introduce the Senior A Hamilton Steelhawks. We're back in black and gold. Get in here, okay. Don talks about reffing, Mountain Ace. I was probably about 8 years old, I think, when Don was reffing. He was 4 or 5 years old here, but I remember the excitement of Mountain Ace here, and I believe I was at many of those Hamilton Steelhawks games here in sold out, and I look forward to continuing to build a great tradition and build upon the Hamilton Steelhawks brand in this new capacity. Our goal is to put a competitive team on the ice every single season, and we can do that with our good friends over here. I'd like to introduce to everybody right now our Director of Hockey Operations, Brent Pope.
Steelhawks with Jason Daleo in New Jersey. And then he's not far away from announcing our first signing coming up.
Hello, I'd like to first thank the leadership group of Jason and George, as well as Brent for contacting me and getting me involved. It was a great honor to play for the Hamilton Steelhawks. I was in the OHL, and able to lead this team as head coach at the senior level is an experience that I look forward to and will make the most of. I'm excited to be part of the great development of Steelhawks at the senior A level and help build a competitive team challenging for the young. I've been involved for the past 2 decades, a couple decades, many different levels of hockey, mostly the minor level. It's been a great ride, looking to improve my coaching resume as well as keep learning myself as a coach. I've taken on this challenge. Coach this team. I was excited to potentially coach, many of these players that I've coached in the past couple decades played junior hockey at different various levels. It was exciting for me to possibly have potential to coach these players again this senior. Looking to start off on the right foot, it's with great pleasure that I announce the first player to commit to the Hamilton organization. Former first-round pick for Montreal Canadiens, AHL MVP, NHL veteran, and former Hamilton Bulldogs captain, Jason Daleo.
First of all, thank you for inviting me. It was about December last year when Don and Jay came to talk to me about playing senior in the Real Boys. And at the time, I'm like, no, you know what, I don't want to. It's too much of a commitment. I got 3 young boys that play, and I've had my time playing the game. I went home and I started thinking about it, and it was one of those things where it kind of motivated me to get back in shape. When you play as a player, every day you're worried about what you're eating, your fitness level, throughout the summer, how do I get better? And after going into coaching a couple of years with the Brent Pope, I got away from the fitness part of things. That it was easy to eat what I wanted. It was easy not to go on the bike. It was easy to lucky enough, obviously the intent was, I knew I was going to play in the Allen Cup, and that was kind of one of the incentives of, I didn't have a lot of winning experience as hockey. In lacrosse, I was lucky enough to play in rugby where we were champions year after year after year. But in hockey, it's a tough place to win. And in Oshawa, we always had good teams in the OHL through my career, and then it falls and all through the way we had good teams, but never good enough to win. And getting back into the coaching, we had great teams with Brampton, and another good team, but not able to win. So to have that opportunity to play in the Allen Cup and have that chance at success, and knowing the roster that we put together, the opportunity was there. And obviously, with Don presented my ring finally today as I came around. It was that feeling of being a champion. And when Jay first approached me, it was one of those things that, I'm not sure if I want to. It's not sure. But then that feeling, it might get me in shape again. It might get me on the bike again. It might be one of those things where, my three boys and my wife get to come to the game and have that excitement of watching me play. But I'd love to do my whole life, and that's playing hockey. So the ability still to have, I know I'm not as fast as I used to be, I'm not as tenacious as I used to be, but I still have the love. What's that? But I still have that love for the sport and the love for the game that I have so much passion for, and I'm excited to get back on the ice here at Hamilton, where I've had, I look at Hamilton as the year, it was a dream year minus 1 game, and with everything seemed to go right that year in Hamilton. Obviously, we just keep one game short of that championship, and Hamilton was lucky enough to win the championship home 2 years after I was gone.